Hello, friends, and welcome. As we wait for everyone to pile in, why don't you type in the chat where you are coming from tonight? This is how I stall for the next 10 seconds to make sure everything is looking and sounding good. And I know I look good, but am I sounding okay? Yeah, okay, we're good. Hey, everyone, and welcome. I am Canuck Clay. I am the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. And this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary and my live stream, my weekly live stream, usually on a Wednesday, but tonight on a Thursday because I played roller hockey, which I'll get to in a couple of minutes. So thank you for joining me. And yes, as everyone is in here, once again, start to type in where you are coming from indeed tonight. I want to give a shout out right away to my moderators. Thank you in advance. We'll see how busy you are. If it's sexist, racist, homophobic, ableist, spam, or another language, delete it. If it's someone disagreeing with you, that's okay. Let that disagreement go. We don't all have to agree on everything. And tonight, it could be a little bit testy. It might not be. We could have some upset people in here, but we got to give people the space to, thank you, Coach Rob, for the message. We got to give people the space to vent, to rant. Just keep it respectful, and just remember that not everyone has to agree with you. Shout out to my sponsors, Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up now for a free 7-day trial. Use the link right there, right that you see on the screen, performtransform.ca/CanuckClay. Again, you get a 7-day trial free just for using that link to sign up. And to Van City Experts Real Estate Group, Jason Lim and his team, contact him for all of your real estate needs. To Gassy Jack Art, maker of this fine artwork, and to Monkey 9 Brewing, my eternal sponsor. Nice to see some new names in here. Welcome. If you're new here, know that I'm going to follow the timing that you see on the screen. So I'm going to go for the next few minutes all the way until the 10-minute mark. And then I will throw it to you. And usually I do questions only just so I can keep up. So we'll see how that goes tonight. So hang tight with your questions. You're welcome to comment in the chat box right now. I might not necessarily read it, but you can keep messaging each other for sure. Also, members. Legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang, thank you. Hall of Fame members Jens95, simalexander, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, Hsmfangirl Gaming, smoovegroove, and Carol Bovenlander, thank you. And to franchise and all-star members as well, thank you. We've grown to 56 members, which is awesome. I appreciate all of you. If you want to become a member of this channel, press the join button underneath any of my videos or in the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. And of course, for all of you, no matter where you're watching from, whether you're in my beautiful neighborhood in Steveston and Richmond, Lower Mainland City, province, country, continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. I know there's someone in Australia, Tiger, thank you. Sometimes M's here from Australia as well. Haven't, Bernd will come in from Germany. Haven't seen our Swedish friends in a while. I know there's a lot of people in the States that come on. So no matter where you're watching from, I appreciate you. And you know that I do not take you for granted. You know that I don't take a night off unless I physically can't be here. Win, lose, or draw. I guess there's no draws. Win or lose, you know that I'm here until the bitter end. So like this video. We're not liking the fact that the Canucks basically aren't going to make the playoffs, but we're liking the fact that we can come together as a community and still talk about... And Mark's here from China. That is awesome. Oh, is my volume low today? Oh, thanks for letting me know. I will fix that, Mada. I will fix that. I didn't change anything, but I'll check something real quick. Yeah, no, my mic's in the right spot as always, and it's at the same volume. So, Mada, I appreciate it, but if you can turn your volume up a little bit on your device, that would be great, because I'm right at the mark where it's green and it's turning yellow and it peaks at red, so I don't want to turn it up any louder. Because I have heard some feedback, sometimes my microphone is too loud. Again, that's fine. I appreciate the feedback, not getting defensive at all. But Mada, if you can check your settings, that would be great. Carol, oh no, I'm sorry to hear that you have COVID. I will pray for you. And you got a text from Mike Brown. That's awesome. I will definitely pray for you, Carol. I've had COVID, as you guys know. I had it at the end of March. Didn't publicize it too much until I got rid of it. But yes, Jogpaul saying I'm so polite. Yes, let's all pray for Carol. And thank you for the volume check, everyone. That wasn't to call out Mada. I appreciated that he or she brought that up, but I think it sounds right to me. Okay. Let me talk about a couple things. Yes, like the video. There's 70 of you in here, which I appreciate so much, especially on a night where the Canucks lost. But if you want to hit the like button, that always helps me. Even if you don't like the fact that they lost, But I like the fact that we're together and that we are going to be chatting together for the next hour, because all those little likes, those comments, those subs, those memberships, it always helps me. And yes, I'm slowly crawling to the 9K. You know, Cango, I was thinking if the Canucks make the playoffs, I think I would have got there a lot sooner. There'd be a lot more people watching these videos, a lot more hype around this team. But what can you do? We can only do so much. All right, let me talk about a couple of things for the next 5 minutes, and then I will turn it over to you for sure. Tonight, if you saw my post-game recap, I'm going to talk about the standings in a second. But for the game itself, exciting second period. I don't know what else we wanted. Well, I guess we wanted to be ahead going into the second intermission. But Minnesota scored, then we score right after, 40 seconds later. Minnesota scores, then we score 2 minutes afterwards. And then we score, and then Minnesota scores 2.5 minutes afterwards. So it was a 3-3 game by the end of the second. I've heard Pettersson and Boudreau say if they went into the locker room ahead 3-2 at the end of the second period, maybe things would have been different. Maybe they would have clamped down a little bit. But that team's got a lot of firepower between Kaprizov, Fiala, Hardman, Zuccarello. They have some really, really good players. And I think tonight, if you saw my video, I said this is the night that we missed Horvat, we missed Hogliner, we missed Pearson, 3 of our top 9 forwards. You have those guys in, I think this makes this game might be a little bit different. Demko wasn't his strongest ever. I thought Ekman Larsson and Myers had a very, very poor game. Kudos to Shen for fighting. Kudos to Miller for fighting through that block shot. So never ever going to fault the effort of this team. And this team has been awesome under Boudreau. 16 games over 500. We put that over a full season. That's a 98-point season. That's usually good for playoffs. But right now, it looks like they're going to fall a bit short. So, I'm happy to answer your questions about the game. I was at work interviewing students for work today. So I had the game on and off, running back and forth. But I was able to see enough of it and definitely watched all of the highlights. Okay, I want to show you the standings now and show you why. Oh, one other thing, I guess. I think Justin mentioned it earlier, and I feel you are saying it right now. Yes, the first time in 27 years that we've had 3 30-goal scorers. Pettersson and Horvat have 31. Miller has 30. Now, I'm not so sure that Miller's going to hit the 100-point mark because he's at 93, so he's got to get 7 points in the final 4 games. Might not happen, but I think PD is going to eclipse his high of 66 points. He's already at 65. But yes, PD and Horvat with 31 goals apiece. Miller with 30. Very, very impressive indeed. Okay, I'm going to show you the standings now and show you why it's going to be admittedly tough. You guys know I'm as optimistic as they come, but I think I need to be realistic too, because in all fairness and in the integrity of this channel too. So this is what we have, my friends. You know what stinks is Dallas is on a bit of a losing streak too. They've lost 3 in a row, as you see here, 3 losses. So what's maddening, if the Canucks had beaten Ottawa, not lost to them, and if the Canucks had won tonight, yes, easier said than done, add 3 more points to our total, we would actually be at 90. So if the Canucks had won tonight, and if they had beaten Ottawa on Tuesday night, we would actually be 1 point behind Dallas and 1 point ahead of Vegas if we had 90 with 78 games played, same as everyone. But right now, it looks pretty tough. Is LA still beating? I should look. Is LA still beating Chicago? Yeah. Okay. LA did beat Chicago. Did they update this? No, they haven't updated this yet. So LA should have 94 points actually with 3 games remaining. So LA's already at 94. I wonder why it hasn't updated yet. Let's check again. And boom, they have updated it. So look, LA has 94 with 3 games remaining. Dallas has 91 with 4 games remaining. Vegas has 89 with 4 games remaining. If the Canucks win all 4 of their games, 4 times 2 is 8. They have 8 plus 87. They'll finish with 95 points, which I did say would be kind of like the barrier, the bare minimum to get in, 95 points. But that would mean that Vegas would have to only gain 5 out of the next possible 8 points. So 5 out of 8, because they hold the tiebreaker over us. So Vegas would have to finish with 94. And then LA already has 94. So they basically can't get a single point over the last 3 games if we want to catch them. And then Dallas also with 91, they would only have to be able to get. Actually, we hold the tiebreaker over Dallas. They only have 29 regulation wins, so Dallas can actually get to 95. So here's what it looks like. I think we're not going to catch LA. They're too far ahead. So now we are looking back at the wild card spot because of Dallas's 3-game lose streak. So let's say we get to 95. We win all 4 of our games against Calgary. That's going to be tough. Against Seattle, not so tough. LA and Edmonton. Let's say we run the table. We get to 95 points. Vegas, because they have the tiebreaker, can only get to 94. So Vegas can only get 5 out of the final 8. And then Dallas can also get 4 out of their final 8 because we can tie with them 95 and we hold the tiebreaker. So Dallas can have 95. As if we have 95, we beat them. But Vegas has to have 1 point less at 94. So that's how it kind of shapes up for the Canucks playoff hopes. Okay. I think I've hit my 10-minute mark. So for everyone that's new, what I like to do for the next half an hour is I answer questions that are Canucks or hockey related. And I usually do questions only. I don't read all the comments, or even if I read them, I might not repeat them for the sake of time. So let's see what happens for the next half an hour. I will answer your Canucks and hockey related questions. So go for it. Put it in the chat. Fangirl, hi Clay. How many more points do you think Besser gets this season? Besser is at 44 points with 4 more games. I think, let's go a point a game. I think he'll get to 48. Jasker, I don't have a question, but all I have to say is more missed opportunities. Absolutely. We should have won that Ottawa game. We were the better team. And tonight, I wouldn't say we were the better team. We played them straight up, though, but they definitely had a better third period than us, for sure. Lieb, do you think Martin should have played tonight with Demko never really getting a break? No, Martin, yes, he had a great 3-game stint back in January, but in a must-win game, you have to go with the guy that's gotten you here. So I still think you play Demko tonight. It's easy for us to say that was a bad decision because they lost, but no, I still think you go with Demko. Scott, now that the Canucks are out, who are you going to cheer for in the postseason? Well, Scott, my 4 favorite teams are Vancouver and Winnipeg, both out, and then Colorado and Tampa. So in a perfect world, I want a Colorado-Tampa final if I was going for my favorite teams. But I must admit, I would be very intrigued by a Colorado-Florida final. I don't care for Calgary because they're Canadian, Toronto because they're Canadian. So I'll go for Colorado, not just because they're the best team, but they're my 3rd favorite team or 4th favorite team. So I'll go for Colorado to play against either Tampa or Florida. That would be fun. NHL Canucks, are we signing Miller? You know, originally I'd say, yeah, for sure. Of course we have to sign him. But, you know, he's kind of disappeared a bit. And I get with Podkolzin and Chason, it's not the best line mates ever. So I'll give him a pass. But, yeah, I think we're re-signing Miller, but we don't have to. We don't have to. He's still got another year on his contract. Justin. Oh, great point. Now you're making me sad. Dallas plays Vegas on Tuesday. One of them wins that. So obviously we want Dallas to win that and then to lose the rest of them. Yeah. Thank you for pointing that out. And thank you for the donation, Justin. I feel bad you had to spend $2 to correct me, but thank you. Do you think OEL is a better option on power play than Hughes? Dub, he's certainly better at getting pucks to the net, but I think you can't replicate what Hughes can do when it comes to the way he can skate. So I think Hughes will grow into being a really, really good power play option for sure. Jasper says Martin should play Calgary. I have a feeling they're going to play Demko until they're actually mathematically eliminated, which they would be if they lose probably against Calgary. So I think you go Demko against Calgary, and then you could probably give Martin one of the final 3. Marjorie, finished your exams. Congratulations. That is awesome. What moves do you think will be made this off season? They got to fix their D. Between OEL making 7.8. Hughes making 7.8. That's fine. OEL making 7.3. And Myers making 6. And Pullman making 2.5. I would love to move Pullman, even though he's injured. That's going to be tough. I love what Travis Dermott brings. I don't worry about the bottom lineup. So I think you have to tinker with the D a little bit. Get a good right shot D-man. That would be the biggest priority for me. Do you think Rathbone makes the team next year? Absolutely, yes, can go. I think that 3rd left side spot is going to be for him. Then on the right, you can have Myers, you can have Shen and Dermott, and then bring in another guy and have some more depth there. But yes, I want Rathbone to be behind Hughes and Ekman Larson on the left. Who's in net for Saturday's game? I still think it's going to be Demko. Tasty Twins, Clay, do you think the Canucks will make the playoffs next year? I really do. Jordan, what two dark horses, I think you mean two dark horses in your opinion, one in the East and one in the West. Well, when you say dark horses, we're probably talking about non-favorites. You know, in the West, I like the team we just watched right now. I think that Minnesota is a better team than St. Louis, although they have the same number of points. I don't think Edmonton, LA, Nashville, Dallas, any of those teams. So I know it's hard to say a dark horse when you're third overall, but in the West, but I'd say Minnesota in the West. And then in the East, gosh, it's pretty tight. You know, you can't say Florida or Carolina are a dark horse. How can you call Tampa, defending champs, a dark horse? So maybe Boston. Boston is playing, you know, any of Boston, Pittsburgh, Washington have the chance to make a run. But given that Tampa finished 16 points under below Florida, maybe you can call Tampa a dark horse as well. Yeah, Zal, you know, any losses count. They all count the same, whether they're in the first month or recently. But yeah, the Detroit Buffalo losses do not look good now, for sure. Justin says Myers might have looked hurt. I do think exhaustion and fatigue caught up to many players. They'll never use that as an excuse because everyone's been playing hard. But they've simply given so much, given how far behind they were for so long. Fangirl, Adam's Messenger. Adam wants to know if you think Bruce comes back. Yes. If so, does he get an extension? I think so. I think you have to do that even for the optics. Nicholas Clay, how likely do you think that they bounce back better next year? I think they'll be great. I think if Bruce Boudreau has a full training camp with them, a full season, I think they'll be just fine. And I think Rutherford and Alvin aren't going to be afraid to tinker a little bit. So I think they'll be better. I really do. Yeah, Kevin Fiala is very good, nasty, for sure. For sure. Who's not on the roster next season, NHL Canucks? I think they're going to try and move Pullman. I think they might try and move Dickinson. Those are two. And then when it comes to actual contracts, Halak won't be here because he's a UFA. Brad Richardson won't be here. I don't even know if Chason will be here. Nick Patan won't be here. And then RFAs, they'll sign Lockwood, they'll sign Besser, they'll sign Lamico, they'll sign Heimer. Brad Hunt's a UFA, so I could see him going, despite him playing well for his $850, but that's kind of what you get. And then, like I said, Halak will be gone as well. And I don't think Brandon Sutter will be back here either. What are the chances Besser gets traded? I don't think his trade value is that high, EJ, so I don't think the chances are that high. Ali Williams, who's interesting. Many Canadians say if their team doesn't win it, they will root for whatever Canadian team. Yeah, there's one school of thought that says you have to cheer for Canadian team. I am not like that. Yes, Steve, that's true. Martin is playing in the playoffs in Abbotsford, so I'm not sure how they're going to work that, because if Halak's not ready to back up, then do you bring someone else up, like DiPietro or Seelovs instead? Fangirl, when does trading resume in the NHL? You can trade right now. You could trade right now, but you just can't trade that player can't play in the playoffs. So you can actually trade right now. There's no trade moratorium. You can trade anytime technically. Tyler, how many points will the Canucks get next year? I'm going to guess they're going to get about 96, 97 points. Myers is plus 18. Wow. Toasty, hi Clay. It's been said that the Canucks were playing not to lose in the Ottawa game. Is it because the players were concerned about the changes that may come if they don't make the playoffs? I think it's a lot of things. There's pride. They want to win anyways. They want to make the playoffs. I don't think you can worry about what happens if you don't. You just, as a professional athlete, you want to make the playoffs. Marjorie, do you think Garland gets traded? I think he's improved the last couple of games. Yeah, I've seen his worth. I don't think, if I was a betting man, I don't think he gets traded. Yeah, a lot of people saying they should play Martin, but others are pointing out that Martin's got to backstop Abbotsford in the playoffs. Jaskrin, do you see Rathbone fight? He brutally lost, but good effort. No, I did not see Rathbone's fight. I know he got into one, though, for sure. Eli, hey, Clay, thanks for streaming again. Always look forward to it. I appreciate that. Canucks release voting today for their team awards. You know, it's interesting. I'm going to vlog about this tomorrow or on the weekend. My team awards would be Quinn Hughes, Best Defenseman, Luke Shen for Unsung Hero, Demko for MVP, and I was ready to go Miller with Most Exciting Player, but I think because of recency bias, I think because of what PD has done in the last month, I think PD is going to win Most Exciting Player, and that's who I'd vote for. So I'm going PD, Demko, Shen, and Hughes. Irwin, holes are too deep now. rely on a massive, I'm not going to say that word, great run to mask a horrible start of the season. I agree. Jordan says, great response. I'm not sure what that was referring to, but thank you. Is Vancouver ever getting an NHL shop? I don't know. I don't even know what that means. We don't have one? Do you think all the top 6 forwards will be back next season? Yes. I think if anyone gets moved, it's in during the season. So I expect if you're talking top 6 is PD, Horvat, Besser, Miller, Pearson, Garland. Yes, I expect all of them to be back. Yes, Vegas has climbed up too. Hunt won't be back. I agree, Bruce. Justin, do you receive an email about the Canucks proposal to raise ticket prices next year? Supposedly some people have prices could be hiked by 17%. I have not read that email. I haven't checked my personal email today. If it is 17%, that seems really high, but I also know that they haven't raised prices for about 5 or 6 years. So does that justify it? I'm not so sure. But I don't know if it's a Francesco decision. It's got to be approved by him. But they're smart. They know that if the team continues to play well and continue to improve, and that they could probably that there's going to start to be more demand for Canucks tickets. Besser for Fiala. I'm not sure if that was ever on the table, but yes, that would be interesting. Aiden wants more depth. Jack, our core player is getting traded. I don't think so. I really don't. Jasker and Clay, I thought about it more since Bettman took over as commissioner. No Canadian team has ever done well. Something to do with him rigging the games. Nope. I don't believe that he's rigging. It's a convenient reason or theory, but I don't think that's the case. Nasty, what are your thoughts on Miller's injury tonight? Or would you even call it that? It looked bad, but he was back. Yeah, actually, that block shot happened when I was interviewing, so I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it looked like it would have fallen some lesser men for sure. Fangirl, let's say the Canucks get the 15th selection in the draft this year. Could Alvin use Miller in a trade to move up? Yeah, but I don't think you need to move up this year. I don't think it's that strong, comparatively speaking. But again, I'm not the biggest draft expert, to be honest with you. Hello, Trevor. Yeah, Miller doesn't back check hard too. That's the one thing. He's very good offensively, and when he's motivated, he's good in the neutral zone. But defensively, he's never that good. Well, Scott, that makes me sad. Thanks for that stat. Hello, Dexter. Welcome. You guys win? Yeah, Scott, I agree with you. I don't think they're going to win the cup in the next 2 years either. Erwin, who do you think will be the biggest player to be traded? I'm sure you don't mean physically, you mean contract-wise. I actually don't think they're going to trade any of the heavy hitters, so maybe a Dickinson at 2.6 or a Pullman at 2.5. Who are your assistant captains next year? Presuming Setter's gone, I think it's going to be Horvat, one of Miller or PD, Ekman Larson, and Myers. They like to go 2D, 2 forwards, so maybe it's going to be Ekman Larson, Myers, and Miller. Oh, NHL Canucks missed his first Canucks game this year. Wow, he must be doing something important. That's impressive. If Vancouver doesn't make the final playoff spot, who makes it, Vegas or Dallas? And who has a better chance of upsetting the Avs? I would take, if I had to choose one of those two teams, I'd say Vegas makes it, and they would have the better chance of beating the Avs, although it's still a slim chance. I think Vegas, they just got to get all their pieces going, but they're a better team than Dallas. DSS, can the Canucks still make the wild card? I went through it at the very start of the stream for about 5 minutes. They can, but it's going to be very tough. Training session, gotcha. Peter, realistically, this team is done, but the fact that they were in a position to compete after 8, 15, and 12, since then they've gone 30, 14, and 9, which is amazing. 30, 14, and 9. Is that right? 30, 44, plus 9, 53. Yeah, 30, 14, and 9. 16 games over 500. Fangirl, do you think PD's issues in the beginning of the season was green system not working out or outdated? No, it was completely, I believe it was his wrist wasn't fully healed. And now it is, and now he's awesome. Dexter, the Canucks are only 4 points behind Dallas with the same amount of games played. Can still have a chance to make it. Yeah. So Dexter, I did talk about that. I think you missed it because you weren't here yet. I talked about everything that has to happen for them to make it. Aiden's still excited about. Yes, Podkolzin and Hogliner got to really perform with their entry level contracts. You could try move Myers. He's only got 2 years left on $6 million each, so now it's a bit more movable. They could do that to free up cap space. Hey Shannon, nice to see you. Edmund, as disappointing as tonight was, Bruce deserves a lot of praise. Absolutely. What's your score prediction for Saturday? I got to predict the Canucks to win the last 4 games of the season. I think it's going to be high scoring. The Canucks kind of allowing a lot of goals. So let's go, maybe not that high scoring. 4-3 Canucks. Justin, lots of interest in Nick Delorier, and that money makes sense, $1 million. Yeah, he's tough. He is tough. I remember when he played for Anaheim and he injured Kyle Burroughs, I think it was, by ramming him on the boards. Half of the 14 losses from Bruce were brutal. Yeah, but there's only 14 losses. Canucks came in the NHL with Buffalo. Yes, not the strongest expansion field ever. Anything on the upgrades in Rogers Arena? I wouldn't know. Is Hogliner on the starting lineup? Next year is he sent down? No, he'll be here. He'll be in his third year of his entry-level deal. He'll start the team here for sure. Is Pearson out for the season? Yes. No, they haven't said anything for sure, but I wouldn't be optimistic about him coming back. Hey, Chonger, can you believe that a bunch of bandwagoners wanted to trade PD during a slump? Yeah, that's ridiculous. I think the smart people were saying, wait, he'll work his way out. Point projects, I think he could get to 80 or 85 points, basically a point a game. Yes, of course it's more than 14 losses. Yes, it's 30, 14, and 9. So technically he's 30 and 23. But when you count, you still get a point for that. So when you talk about 500, yeah, he's 16 games over. But if you want to add those, he's still 7 games over. Do you think Canucks are losing because there's no Horvat? That's one factor, but I think they're tired. I think their defense still isn't that good, and I think they're missing Pearson as well, and Hoglander. Aiden, do you think Vancouver will ever be a free agent destination like Edmonton or Toronto is now? Not until they start winning more often. LA Women's Hoops, looking back, would you have made the coaching change sooner? I would, but I think they should have, but maybe they were still getting their maybe Boudreau was the one saying no. I don't think Boudreau was the one saying no. Maybe they really wanted to give Green a bit more rope, especially because they just gave him an extension. Not the best reason, but maybe. Yep. Good point about the sophomore slump, Jastrin. Shannon, I love your belief. Justin, if pricing increases for tickets for next season, can we at least get cup holders in all seats? That Legend game was experienced, and now I loved it. Yeah, it's a big difference, isn't it? Yeah, losing Horvat, it was depressing. 9 OT losses. Some of us, we came back, for sure. Yeah, Marjorie, I'm going to go to the Kings game on the 28th. I was thinking, I usually bowl on Tuesday nights, but my bowling got canceled for for Tuesday. So I might pick up a single for Seattle, but we'll see. If the Canucks are eliminated from the playoffs, I really don't have to go. And I've already seen Vancouver, Seattle. Although I might be meeting up with Nadia, not Nadia Popovich, but her mother, of all people, for dinner that night. So we'll see. That's a story for another day. Next year's Canucks opening video, I don't know nuts and bolts. I have no clue what it's going to be like. Peter, would it take trading Miller to strengthen the decor? Yeah, if you really want to go for a home run, you have to trade someone good like a Miller or Besser. Although I just said Besser's trade value isn't that high right now. Or you somehow free up a lot of money somehow. Hello, Duffman. 3-4 year contract for Bruce. I could see that. Well, I could see a 2-year extension to make it a 4-year total. Marjorie, despite the challenges, what's the one thing that stood out to you this season? The turnaround. Well, Demko, I think, and then the turnaround after Boudreau took over, and especially how guys like Petey started to perform once he was healthy. Bye, DSS. Thanks for being here. Michelle, I was told prices for season tickets would increase 4 to 7. Okay, that's good to know. That's good. That's good info. Nasty, yes, Matty Beniers is playing. Oh, sweet. If you're going to go to a Rangers playoff game in NHL Canucks, that's awesome. If we trade Miller, can we get a top 2 defenseman? 1 for 1? Yeah, you probably could. You probably could. Peter, do you think whether Boudreau decides to come back or not depends on what they do with Miller? No, I think they're independent decisions. Jaskrin, Canucks always fighting back. Yep. Shannon, we have to pray that LA Kings have any more games they lose. Yes, they did win tonight. Troy, predictions of the Canucks penalty kill and power play percentage next season. Let's go 25 and 80. No, that's too high. 22% power play and 80% penalty kill. Lee, oh no. Aiden, Demko's being sensational. Even with the losing streak, he continued to perform. Yeah, I think he is a little tired. Reaction Club, I just played Gordel in 4 tries. Today's word is, do you really think I was going to give it away? Well, if you did, you'd have some pretty upset people in here for sure. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for about next season? Not like super excited where I can't control myself, but maybe about an 8, 7 or 8. Yes, Jastrin got mad at the Kings scoring. Yes. Peter, saddest thing is the Clay reverse good luck charm has ended since they lost 2. Yeah. So now I can go back to normal predictions, or maybe I need to go back to who knows what I have to go back to. It has no bearing, I think, anyways. Whew. Okay, I've caught up. Justin, Miller for a Lafreniere, a defense prospect, and a first in next year's draft. Would you do that? Do you think that helps us for next season? No, I don't think that helps us for next season because you're losing your best or your highest point scorer, and Lafreniere isn't there yet. I don't know if I'd do that overall. I think I'd want more from the Rangers because their first round picks can be low. Can go, has Demko been overworked lately? They won't play Martin because Martin's going to be playing in Abbotsford, so I don't know what they're going to do. Peter, if you were to a needs list with you, if you were to have a needs list with your M for the Canucks offseason, what would you write down? Top 2 right shot defenseman. Fangirl, are you shocked Besser didn't score tonight or even Miller? No, I'm not shocked. You can't expect them to score every night. You'd like them to score every night. Chonger, did you already talk about the Coyotes ticket sales that have been strictly social media? Pretty interested to see how it plays out. No, but I haven't talked about that, but I've seen the prices. They are very, very high, but they got to make some money. There are only 5,000 people in there. Sam, hey, after watching Mike Tyson fight on the plane, how do you do against other tough guys? I don't know about the fight, and I think he's a little old right now, but I'm sure he's got fast hands still. Marjorie, will Martin be back up next season? Yeah, it will be. That's why he signed the 2-year contract. He's going to be given every opportunity. Aiden, good luck with your wisdom teeth. Good luck. I'm sure you'll still be smart, though. Joppa, what's with the super loud section and why they have green flag? Please explain. I don't know why they have the green flag, but the super loud section was the large shiders that are usually up in section 329 or 327 or something. They were given, they had to buy them 600 seats in the lower bowl, so 3 or 4 sections full. And most people liked them, but there are a couple people that were quite upset, and it caused quite a war on Twitter. I don't know why they had the green flags, though. Justin, it's unfortunate that Halak got hurt since Demko didn't get the rest he was supposed to get. That's a great point. Yeah, that's a really good point. Brock scoring. Thanks, Clay. No problem, Aiden. They should bring back good luck, Louie. Yeah, that would be a sure sign of desperation for sure. All right, let's go with 4 more minutes of NHL questions. Then we move to Ask Me Anything. Thoughts on Jason King? I think he's been fine. If he's the one that's been... Wait, is he still coaching for the Canucks or did he let go? I'm so confused now. Where is Jason King? Yeah, he's still running the power play, right? I think he's good. I think he's been fine. Chumbles, who do you actually think gets moved next season? I think it's going to be like middle guys like Pullman or Dickinson. Fangirl, if you could redo the Garland trade, what would you trade for him? Not the first overall pick. I was fine with the first round pick. I was fine with Louis, Eriksson, Roussel, even though their contracts were ending. But I think the pick that turned out to be Dylan Gunther was a little bit expensive. So Lieb thinks that Well, remember, he only let in 5 because one was the empty netter, but you're saying he could have had 2 of them, maybe. Why Leisheider is getting his own section? Well, it's not Tommy Larscheid. It's the Larscheiders. It's because they went to about half a dozen games this season, and they asked, and I think the Canucks wanted to reward them. Yeah, Myers was bad tonight. Myers and Ekman Larsson were bad. How many does Martin win? Let's presume he plays 25 games. Maybe he wins 10 to 12 of them. Half. Hello, Lucas. Glad you popped by. Dexter, I'm listening while I brush my teeth. That's awesome. I'm glad you brushed your teeth. That's more impressive than watching my stream. Peter, who do you think was more disappointing, Juolevi or Virtanen? Gosh, Juolevi 5th overall pick, Virtanen 6th overall pick. At least Virtanen played a few seasons with us, but he's had some legal issues. I think Juolevi's the bigger disappointment. NHL Canucks, Jim should bribe Mike Sullivan resign and come Canucks to resign. Yeah, Sullivan was good. Will Chason be resigned? I'm not resigned. I'm not sure, Gordzilla, because part of me says yes, given how well he did, but I could see the Canucks letting him go, actually. I could see that. Do you think Pullman and Dickinson are movable without cost? It'll be difficult, but I think Dickinson could be movable. Justin, did you see Demko get mad tonight and throw a Hartman stick in the corner? Yes, I saw that. And I think the Canucks retweeted that as well with a peace emoji. Canucks can win the draft lottery. Yes, you can only move up a certain number of picks, LA Women's Hoops. I can't remember. I think you can move 10 spots or something. I have to look it up. Kachuk hit the 100-point mark. That makes me even more sad. What was it like going through the 8, 15, 12? It was horrible. It was tough being at the games. It was tough doing streams. It was tough doing shows, videos, and it was tough hosting my watch party too. Will you be watching the under 18 starting on Saturday? I'll pay attention, but I don't know if I'll be watching, Dexter. Brad Hunt is terrible in the D zone. I don't know if he's terrible, but he's probably better offensively than he is defensively. Yes, Shannon, Spencer Martin has signed a 2-year contract for starting next season. And right now, he's probably going to play in Abbotsford because they're in the playoffs. Marjorie, do you think Nate Schmidt would have been a better player this season if he still was the Canucks? I sure hope so. That's the one guy I wish would have worked out better for sure. Yes, of course, if we redid the Juolevi draft year, knowing what we know now, we would draft Matthew Tkachuk. Do you think Pullman would be picked up if we put him on waivers? Yes, I think he'd get picked up if we put him on waivers because you're not giving anything up for him. I think he would get picked up. Gaudet only had 4 minutes of ice time. The coach used him in the shootout because Clark taught him the move. Yes, I heard all of that, and it makes me mad. Austin, maybe we should have taken the Besser for Fiala. Yeah, someone else said that as well. Wish we had still had Tanev. Yeah, outstanding season for him. ZZ Top. Wow. Well, really, I only know Sharp Dressed Man and Legs, so I like Sharp Dressed Man more. Would you rather commentate a hockey game with Short House or commentate a wrestling match with Jim Ross? I think the wrestling would be fun, but I think I know more about the hockey. Although no, I know a lot about wrestling too. But no, with Shorty, 3 hours or 2.5 hours as opposed to 15 minutes with Jim Ross, I'd take the hockey. Chumbos, in our current position, would you like to see drafted in the first round? Honestly, I don't know much about draft picks, so I'm the last person to ask. Sorry, I don't know much about prospects. Okay, if you're the GM, would you have picked Tkachuk instead of Juolevi? Yeah, even at that time, without even knowing how they turned out, yes, I would have taken Tkachuk. Wish we still had Markstrom. Yeah, we're still wishing we had a lot of players. Okay, let's move to Ask Me Anything. So now, preferably no more Canucks questions, no more NHL questions. You can ask me anything. I reserve the right to answer it if I want to. We'll do this for 15 minutes and then we'll go Gordo. I'll just finish these off. You think Pullman will turn in a Furlan situation? I don't know enough about his injury. You sharp-dressed man. Thank you. No problem, Leon. My day today was great, Marjorie. I was out in Surrey for an all-day workshop, and then I went back to the office to do some interviews. Now I'm here, and then when I'll be done, I have to do some studying. Dexter, how many points do you think Bedard will get in the U18s? Oh, he'll get 2 points a game. I don't know how many games he'll play, but he'll get at least 2 points a game. What does steak taste like? What does steak taste like? Good meat. Are you asking Jasper because you never had it? Or you want to see what I think it tastes like? Favorite game on your phone? I don't play any games on my phone, but if I do, I play Yahtzee, the 5 dice game. Edmund, do you like eating samosas, not Samoas, right? Yeah, samosas, I do. I really do. Erwin, next parody song being planned. No, Erwin, nothing in the hopper because really, what are we going to do? The songs don't do that well when the Canucks aren't playing well. That's why, the Boudreaux one was great at Christmas time. Boudreaux Tell Me. So I don't think I'm going to do a song at the end of the season because I just have a feeling it would just get trashed. Toasty, would you and Marie ever consider doing parody songs for the Whitecaps? Yeah, we did one back in the day, and it was sort of well received. But yeah, we've done one Whitecap song before. I think we're going to stick to the Canucks. I think we're going to stick to the Canucks. Good question, though. Hey, Taylor, can you give us an update on your bowling? Sure, Sam. I'm bowling 169 average, which is pretty good. I'm improving every year, but our team stinks right now. So 2/3 of the season is done. Our last third of the season starts not on April 26th, but on May 3rd. So we have one more chance to do better, but I need to bowl better for sure. Overall, I'm improving, but I have some good days and some bad days. I need to be more consistent for sure. Thanks for asking, Sam. Peter, if you were ever a 6-man tag team match, pick one male and female, who would you pick as your partners? Take Sasha Banks as my female partner, and I would take Roman Reigns right now as my male partner. Oh, what do I think about it? I love eating steak. Mike, where do you find the sandwiches you get at Rogers Arena? It's outside of 322, carved sandwich, or there's 3 stands down below throughout the lower, but they're all over the place. Thanks, Taylor. Justin, are you a stand-up comedian type of guy? I do watch. I watch like 10, 15 minutes at a time. I can't watch full shows. Although I did go to see Joel Coy. Dave Chappelle is performing, yes, on Saturday at Rogers. Apparently, they're locking up guest phones in phone pouches. Wow. So nothing. I get no pictures, no video. Hey, King RJ. Sorry, not going to answer because we're past the Canucks questions. If you came late, I apologize. Eskimos, do you think same thing. Hi T, did you watch that TV show about bowling called How We Roll? No, but I've heard of it. I have not seen it just yet. Peter, if you and Marie were offered to perform on the new show Canada's Got Talent, what type of song would you do perform? Probably a ballad. I would play something nice on the piano, like a Whitney song or something. And I think Marie's great with the energetic songs, but I think she really shines in the ballad. It really lets her show off her really strong, powerful voice. Good question. Oh, interesting, Justin, about the phones. Interesting. Justin, who do you think can be considered for the permanent anthem? Elizabeth Irving. Yeah, I have my Elizabeth Irving got the most games this season. I have a theory why, but I have a theory why. She's great. I think Marie's great. I think Marie's better, but Elizabeth has so much potential because she's so young. She's only Jacob's age. She's 18 years old. But I have a theory why Elizabeth's getting more games, and I think she's great. Yes, Austin, I was at the 2011 game 7, and then I witnessed the riot, or at least a bit of it, before I escaped downtown. Steveston and number 8. Number 8? Does Steveston Highway even go out to number 8 road? That's cool. You're working there, though. Predictions for the Lions, so hard to say. They had such a bad season last year. I hope they can fight for a playoff spot, but I don't even know. Admittedly, I need to catch up on their roster and their players. Reaction Club, if you got a chance at a rebirth, but you can't be born as a human, what would you like to be born at and as why? Ooh. Well, seeing how lazy and how well we treat Mickey, maybe a dog. Maybe a bird. Sasha Banks is badass. All-time wrestler. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Fangirl, did you watch Full House back in the day? Nope, but Gail did for sure. Do you watch Formula One? No, I don't, Nasty. What is your favorite snack? Well, a Pepsi, of course, and snack. I love snacking on, if it's candy, it's like Sour Soothers. I like crackers and cheese a lot, and I like caramel popcorn. Not very healthy alternatives here because sushi's not really a snack. So maybe some of those. Sunflower seeds. Favorite type of fruits? Oh, that's a good question. I like grapes. I like strawberries. I like bananas. How's Gail feeling since surgery? Yeah, she's back to normal, Sam. Thank you for asking. She's back at work. She's been back at work since the start of this month. The only thing she can't do is fully exercise her core area right now, but thank you for asking. Peter, if you were to have your own WWE entrance, what song would you want the theme to be? And what kind of moves or gestures? Well, I don't think it's very Christian of me to be crotch chopping down the ramp. So I would, I don't think this is going to excite the crowd. I don't know. Maybe I go with some hip hop or rap song, and I do like 90s dance moves going down the. I don't know. That's so bad. I have to think about that one. Oh, Mike, you're going to the game. Sweet. Shannon, how's your studying going for you? Thank you. It's going well. I'm going to study after this, and then my next exam, my final for this course is next Friday, the 29th. And then, yes, I'll be taking a break for the summer because of Sweden and my Hawaii trip. And then, yeah, but I'll be done 7 out of 12 courses by April 29th. So I'll be more than halfway done. Warm and cold drink. Cold Pepsi, warm, go hot chocolate. I'm not a coffee guy or tea guy. Dexter, Marie changed a few things when she sings the national anthems. Your theory as to why Irving got more games? No, it is a great. Oh, wow, Dexter, you are very observant. You're very observant to notice that Marie changed a few things, but no, that is not my theory. Do you think the Canucks don't like the changes? No, I think they've been fine, although they're fine with it. But I do know that Marie simplified it a little bit for her last performance, but she also wasn't feeling well. Coach Rob, good night, Rob. Thanks for being here. What happened to Mick Foley? He just retired out of WWE. What kind of animal would you compare the whole family, including yourself? Well, Sean and Jake are both entered. Oh, that's a good question. Gail's very protective, so maybe like a mother bear almost, but not physically, just her instincts. Kayla's like a young gazelle. Sean and Jake are both fun, smart, but can get lazy, so maybe dog. And then I'm like a yappy parrot. What was the last book you read? A book called From Christendom to Apostolic Mission for Work. Oh, you're at 603. Oh, I'd love to see you, Duffman. Marjorie, how did you figure out your major? I have to choose mine in a couple of months. Well, back in the day, 20 years ago, I thought I was going to become an accountant, and we see how well that went. Just really go with your gut, something you think you might enjoy, but also know that you'll probably end up changing. Thanks, Aiden. Favorite WWE entrance? Now, Goldberg's boring to me. John Cena's okay. Favorite WWE entrance? I don't know. There's not one that gets me super excited. I think that someone like Stone Cold's entrance was pretty exciting with the breaking glass and the loud music. What class are you taking right now? It's called Catechesis in the New Evangelization. Basically, how to teach the faith. Oyakodon or beef teriyaki rice bowl? Ooh, let's go beef teriyaki. Leon, I love Weird Al. I used to memorize all his lyrics, and obviously as a parody guy, he was one of my inspirations, but I love Weird Al. I really do. But I'm an original Weird Al. Did you ever go to the Vancouver Sun Run? Nope, never did. And I'm not doing it for this Sunday. I was supposed to do that, right? Well, that didn't go so well. Pat, I love these. Clay, the Canadian government approaches you to box Justin Trudeau. Sean, listen to this one. The Canadian government approaches you to box Justin Trudeau in a 5-round, 5-minute bout. Prize money is $1 million plus free gas for life. Deal or no deal? And how would you do? Oh, well, the chance to win $1 million, I'd take it. I'd beat him, right, Sean? I'd take Trudeau. Yeah. Sean, I can't repeat that. Oh my gosh. Dexter, will you be uploading Canucks videos daily in Hawaii? Will you be doing other types of videos in Hawaii? Yep, Dexter, that's a great question. I'm going to save that for maybe a vlog or maybe a stream once the Canucks are truly out and I have more time on my hands. One thought was to do more lifestyle vlogs. Actually, maybe put it in the comments right now. Obviously, there's not going to be something that, especially even when the NHL season is ending. Yes, there's free agency, there's draft, but there's not going to be daily Canucks news to talk about every day. That's what daily means. So I was thinking of doing a few kind of lifestyle vlogs, vlogging about Sweden, vlogging about Hawaii, vlogging about my summer with my family. Would you guys be interested in seeing that? Maybe you guys would be, because you guys are my most loyal subscribers, but I'm not sure if I would lose subscribers or if I would gain subscribers, or if the current 9,000 subscribers, they would understand that I have a life outside of Canucks too. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to know. But yes, Pat, I would take that deal. Would you rather be a heel or a face? Probably a heel, because I think if I started as a face, no one would like me. What's my biggest complaint about my job? Ooh, good question. I love my job working for the Catholic Church, but there is a lot of bureaucracy. It's slow to get things going, and that's just because of the structures we have, which can be good, but I wish we could do more things more quickly. Favorite thing about doing these streams? The interaction with the people. Yeah, Pat has the best questions. Yeah, Undertaker's question was very good. Fried rice or sticky rice? I'm going fried rice. I'd be in your corner. Thank you, Dexter. Me and you take on Trudeau. A lot of questions about fight. Favorite dim sum place? I don't have one. Favorite actual dish? The rice noodle and soy sauce. Are you going to Hawaii with everyone in the household? Yes. It's our family, my mom and my brother's family, so 13 of us. Lifestyle vlogs seem fun. Do it. Yeah, my son Jacob could help me. Jacob and Sean would help me. And when Jacob edits my videos, he does them so well. By the way, Hall of Fame members and legends, my next video is ready for you. I'll be sending out tomorrow or Saturday. You guys are going to love it. What's your favorite family tradition? I'd say some of it is going to church together. A lot of it's traveling together. Those are two traditions for sure. Oh yeah, Chonger. I forgot about the 1s and 2s. I'm going to save that. But I see some yeses. I see some yeses to vlogs. Dexter, do lifestyle vlogs in Hawaii and make a Canucks video if there's any breaking news. That makes sense. Can't believe Flames are so good. What's your daily routine? Get up, go to Can, shave, shower, go to work, come back, either study, get some steps. Usually, depending on what's going on, I have a meeting, I have bowling, I have hockey, I have softball, one of those things. Spend time with the family, pray. Actually, Peter, I truly don't have a daily routine. It's pretty typical. The first bit, presuming that I'm going to work, it will be get up, go to the Can, shave, shower, no breakfast. On my way to work, film a Canucks vlog, unless there's going to be a press conference. Then I wait till lunchtime, do my full day at work. And then it really opens up after that, whether I'm exercising, whether I'm studying, whether I'm running meetings, working, church work, or hockey or softball or bowling. What university did I go to? UBC? Have you eaten food from Fujiya? Yep. Not recently though. Peter, you should have Bruce Buffer introduce you. That'd be awesome. Shan, yes, do lifestyle vlogs about Hawaii and Sweden. Nice. Gordo. Oh yeah, I blew by it. Gordo will be in 2 minutes. Stanley Cup Finals, Flames versus Leafs. Okay, I will answer this one. I would take the Flames in that. Dexter, when did Christmas stop feeling special to you like a little child? Maybe in my teenage years, but then when I became Catholic at 19, it reinvigorated my love for Christmas. Don't go. Okay, Okay, thank you. Go to the Can, just like Duffman. He's my inspiration. Who knows you the best? My lovely wife, Gail, for sure. She knows what I'm thinking. She knows when I'm scheming. She knows when I'm lying, which I never do. She knows my motivations. She knows what I like, what I dislike. Definitely Gail. I'd say Sean. All three of my kids have a pretty good read on me as well. Orange juice or apple juice? I'll go apple very slightly, although I love Shirley Temples with the orange juice and 7-Up and grenadine. All right, let's go to Gordo. Justin puts it up there. Gordo's coming up. If you played today or know the answer, please refrain. So I won't necessarily take the first guess, but Start putting some guesses in the chat. Give me a 5-letter name. I will pick the one that I want the most. And again, my disclaimer or my caveat is it not going to be necessary the first guess I see in there. So we'll do Gordle, and then we will wrap up. Let me just put it up on the screen. Okay, there is Gordle. Jogpot, it's got to be 5 letters, not 6. You know, I like, let's go with someone who we played against tonight. Let's go with Fiala. I know it's a double A, but I do like the fact that it uses a second vowel. So I'm going with Fiala. Okay, so I will take the next guess that has an L in it, but not in the 4th position. So the next guess that has an L in it, but not in the 4th position, and I can't use an A or an I either. Okay, Boldy. Yeah, let's go Boldy. We'll stay on the Minnesota Wild theme. Nice guess. Jaskrin said that. I think someone else said that earlier. Or maybe it was just Jaskrin every time. But Boldy, yeah. Excellent guess. So now we know that the L is either in the first. No, we know that L is in the first. And then we know O is in the second. And we know, I know what it is. And we know that there's a Y at the end. Duffman. We know. So I know this one, you guys. I'm just waiting for someone to type it in. Very good, Lieb. It is indeed Lowry. It's got to be. Very good. We are so smart. Again, we usually get it in 3 tries, 17 times. You guys make it too easy. So we might as well do Wordle. Let's do Wordle as well, because that happens so fast. Same thing. If you played Wordle already, do not cheat and do not muck it up for everyone else. So I'll take the first word I see, or at least one word I see. Oh, I got to see if I won a 50-50 ticket. Okay. Okay, let's go Rusty. I would usually like to pick a word with more vowels, but yes, okay, we got completely blanked. So I'll take the next word. Oh, goals, I guess. Nice. Because that doesn't have any of those ones. Oh, no, it has an S. So I can't use goals. No, Jaskrin, don't apologize. Now I know you weren't cheating because we didn't get any right. Crumb. No, it's got a U. Bound. No, it's got a U. Smart. No, it's got a T. Sorry. No, it's got a Y. Okay, you guys, I'll take any 5-letter word that doesn't have any of those letters. Smile, can't use it, got an S. Break. No, it's got an R. Remember, I can't use any of those 5 letters, you guys. Let's get a word with like an A, an O, or an I in it. Yeah, I'll go with clock. Pizza, I don't like the double Z, so let's go with clock. Although this one's got a double. No, maybe I like pizza better, actually. Okay, we have an I. Oh, we're not doing so well, you guys. So I'll take the next word I see that has an I in it, but not in the second position, and doesn't have an R, U, S, T, Y, P, Z, or A. Not doing so good. But I'm very confident in the smart people of the CCC crew. No, can't use watch. It has to have an I in it, Jastrin. I need a word that has an I in it, but doesn't have a R, U, S, T, Y, P, Z, or A. Blind. That works. That works. And I like the use of the N, although I don't like we're only still with one vowel. Okay, well, we got the I in the right position, and we got a D, but we're still missing a lot. I think we need to find a word with an E or an O and a D. No, can't use Walsh. I need a D in there. This one's tricky. This one's tricky. Fairs. No, can't use fairs. We've already used an A. Slide. No, we've already used an S. Oh. But we can't use slide. Oh no, we can't use glide either because of the L. A lot of people saying, ooh, Elias, oxide. I like that. I like that. Nice. Nice. Elias, nicely done. That was solid. That was solid. And you see, we've only played Wordle 9 times. Wordle. Oh, did we not get it? You guys, did we get skunked once? Current streak 1, max streak 2. Or no. It's because we haven't played 2 days in a row. Never mind. So we are 100%. Never mind. Well, nice job. Nice job, I almost called you Oxide. Nice job, Elias. That was very, very good. All right, friends, I'm going to wrap up because I got to get some studying done. So I really appreciate you being here. I am still going to do these streams, win, lose, or draw, until the end of the season. Then I'll figure out what my plan is after that. So thank you, moderators, for being here. I appreciate your good work. Thank you, sponsors, as always. Thank you to all members who are here. And thanks to all of you. As I always like to say, I appreciate you. I know you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, watching anything else. But the fact that you are here, I do not take you for granted. I know that we are building the best Canucks community here on YouTube. I'm just looking to see if we got any new subs tonight because I don't always trust the counter. And yes, we have one new one. We're at 8873 now, which is exciting. So once again, thanks everyone for supporting my road to 9K. We'll get there eventually. And thanks as always for being here and supporting this channel. You know how much I appreciate you. You know how much I love doing this. So as always, subscribe if you like to, like this video if you like to, become a member or upgrade if you like to. By the way, franchise and up, I'm planning the chat for this Sunday, likely at 8:30, but I will message you guys tomorrow. I'm just looking to see when my roller hockey game is on Sunday. It looks like my game on Sunday is at 6:30. That means it's done at 7:38. Oh, that's going to be tight. I could come home and just start streaming and be stinky. Okay. Maybe 8:45. That's what I can do. 8:45 for franchise and up. So I'll let you know. No, Jasker, I'm not done my steps now. So I might have to do my steps while I'm studying. I'm going to have to figure this one out, or I might just have to eat it tonight, but we'll see. Okay. So franchise and up, I'll send you a message tomorrow. And for everyone, thank you for being here. As always, stay safe. Stay healthy. Subscribe if you like to. Like this video if you like to. Become a member, upgrade if you like to. And leave a comment down below if you like to. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves. And take care of each other. And I got to tell you, today I saw someone waving at me. And I wasn't sure if they're waving at me or if they're waving at someone behind me. I saw someone waving, but I didn't know if it was at me. And in other news, I was also fired from my job as being a lifeguard. God bless. And go Canucks go. Booyah.